everybody. Just need a second. I'm gonna check my levels here. It's been a while since I went live, so I want to make sure my mic's still set up right. Let's see here. Probably. Okay, that's probably better, I think. Seems to be. Okay, cool. Howdy, y'all. I am back to the stream. Today we're going to be working on MMXFPS. Going to be working on a prop, which is something that I was putting off making, which are the little like the health pickups. I'm going to make that in 3D, and that might not take that long, so maybe I'll make the whole thing and then I'll move on to something else, but we'll see. Maybe that's too optimistic, but yeah, I'm gonna get started. Gonna change my screen here and start getting into Blender. I finally got the Patreon up and running, so that's good. There's a link in the description for anyone who wants to check that out. Pop. Okay, there we go. So here we are in the Blender. And if there's anything, if you guys think the levels need to be adjusted or anything, feel free to let me know. I think everything's good though as far as audio. So if it's not, yell at me. But should be okay. So my plan here, let me pull up my reference sheet actually. Yeah, so I'm talking about these little health pickups. This thing and that thing. There's like a big one and a small one, and there's you know, there's also like the energy ones, and I guess there's sub tanks and stuff too. So there's a couple different little props to make. It's surprisingly hard to find reference for these things on just like googling screenshots for sprites. So I had to take some screenshots of watching someone play the game. And I couldn't find the ammo ones. I found these, like, it looks like somebody like edited these ones, or maybe this is from, yeah, it looks like somebody drew this or something. That's kind of what they look like. I might skip those ones since they're simple, and until I find the proper sprite. I didn't want to sit there watching the gameplay for too long before the stream though. So gonna work on these mostly, and maybe if I finish we'll move on to heart tanks or energy tanks. But we'll see how far we get with this. So yeah, that's the plan. Move that off screen. Over to, yeah, where am I gonna put this? I got my YouTube there, and I got my, yeah, I'll just make it a little sliver. Just a little sliver. Okie doke. To get started, I think what I'm gonna do is just start with a quad sphere, because I think that'll lend itself well to sort of the shape of it and the geometry, and I can just stretch it out. It should be pretty quick. So I'm gonna make a new collection just for the props that I'm gonna be working on. And yeah, I'm gonna cursor to the center of the world, and then I'm gonna add a it's extra meshes, and then where's that? I always forget. It's been a while since I've actually been doing a lot of 2D. I haven't used Blender in like a couple weeks, so I've forgotten everything. Is it Netball? I think so. Or was it? No, it's mesh and then round cube. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then preset is a quad sphere. Yeah, I love using quad spheres for stuff. They're very handy. So I'm gonna move that up there. And for starters, I'm just gonna try to get the rough shape, this rough egg shape of this sort of health pickup. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go this way. So it's not too tricky because it is just an egg shape, and that already is pretty close to the general shape. And I want to play with whatchamacallit, the geometry that's kind of there already, which is the benefit of using the quad sphere for this. And then I'm going to try to make these little cutouts and just extrude them. And then I think I'll have something like this. And I'll throw in some temporary textures to kind of give it the vibe that it's supposed to have. I apologize, I'm losing my voice. I have no idea why. Alright, let's see. Maybe I can put this on top just so people know what I'm doing as they tune in. Yeah, it's probably fine. This thing will take shape pretty quick, so I'm not too worried about it. Shouldn't worry about it, I'm not worried about it. Okay. Yeah, it's actually a little bit taller than that, so it's a little bit less wide. That feels about right. Actually, I kind of like it a little more stretched though. Maybe that's a little more modern of a look version. And yeah, I like how the geometry is already kind of conformed to those shapes, so this should be interesting. It should work pretty well. So let's get into this, and let me just grab some of these faces. I'm thinking that shape that covers this thing actually goes pretty far to the center, and then there's some ribbing here, and like there, you know, I'm gonna espouse on this a little bit to make it more realistic. So I also have some reference here of some like cool 80s kind of electronic gadgets with I just think the designs are cool. So this is one of the things that I've been using as a touchstone for when I edit designs and in the Mega Man FPS stuff. And they've got some cool, like, I'm looking for one of the ones that has a lot of ribbing, like this kind of stuff, like this, you know, these ridges. I always think that's kind of cool. And it looks like that's one way that you can interpret sort of this these things that are going on here. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something like that. Alternatively, there's like this kind of stuff, a little bit different, but I think I like this idea, so I'll try to do something like that. And the cool thing about modeling something symmetrical is you only really need to model half of it. So once I'm just going to worry about one side, and then I'll just mirror it to the other side, whatever I do. dokie. So yeah, I think I'm going to... Where did that go? Let's move that here. So it actually looks pretty flush. It's not actually all that extruded, but it looks like there's a groove there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inset these faces, and I'll extrude them a little bit for the sake of clarity, I think. Or maybe I'll do it like this. So, hang on, messed that up. Okay, so let's do this first, and just bring that whole loop in. Or no, yeah, let's shrink it in first. And then let's bring that whole loop in. Just insetting here, and then we'll extrude that a little bit. So it actually comes over a tad. And I think that'll look relatively interesting. And I'm just kind of working with the geometry that quad sphere offered there. And if I need to, if I don't like how that turns out ultimately, I can sculpt it and kind of move it around, but I'll always retopologize or fix or whatever. But I think that'll be a good start. And then so it has this ridge that, like, if you look from the front, it'll start here. So I think I'm going to interpret that as multiple ridges and do something with these parts. That and that, and maybe even this one. That makes sense. Let's see. Get rid of these. Don't really want to grab those. And feel free to ask questions in the chat if you have any, or just stare quietly while I talk to myself. That's also cool. Whatever you want to do. Being in 3D is always so relaxing. I always feel like I can turn my brain off a lot. There's a lot of little things that you can just do without really thinking too much. I don't know if that's just because I'm used to it, or maybe it's just kind of like that. But I definitely feel that way. It's kind of nice. I feel like when I'm drawing, I have to think a lot more, at least in the early stages. Not so much when you're like rendering more. Things are kind of mostly come together. Okay, so with this I want to create some ridges. I think I'm going to do like a bevel. And then try to inset that bevel. We'll see if that winds up with a relatively clean result. It may not. It often doesn't. See, that wants to get weird real fast. So I think what I'm going to do is just create the geometry that's necessary for that. And then, actually, let me do that again. Just shrink it a little. And then pull in by 3D cursor and make sure that's in the middle. Oops. And just pull that in slightly. See, it's got that triangle it's pulling in as well. I don't love that, but it's probably Okay. If anything, let's see if I can just pull it in on, and then pull it in on the Y. Or is it the X? Wait. No, yeah, it's the Y. And that'll probably be a lot cleaner than if I just let the inset tool wreak havoc. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's not, you know what though, it's not really big enough to read. So I think I'm gonna redo that bevel, make it bigger. Maybe something more like that. It's kind of obnoxious. It's kind of too big. Kind of split the difference. Yeah, something like that. And well, maybe that's a little too big. More like that. Okay, and then do that again. And then pull those in. Okay, and actually I might even just manually fix these vertices and just pull them to the corner there. And that'll probably be better. For now, I'm gonna leave it though. I guess I could have reinforced that, and then I wouldn't have that problem as well. That could also work out. Let's see. Yeah, and then once I bevel these, that'll look pretty cool, I think. I'll do that real quick. I will try to avoid, well, if I don't bevel, no, I should probably bevel that too. We'll see how that goes. Problem is these things are giving me an issue, so let me see if real quick I can straight smooth. Let's see what I'm working with as far as if I put Y symmetry and then Z symmetry. I should be able to do this relatively quickly. Okay, so yeah, what's the best way? Oh yeah, and then bring it to the side. That's probably the best way. Same thing here. Hopefully that did it all around. Yeah, it did. Okay. And down below as well. Opening. Yeah. Got this. Oh, it's different. What happened here? So the geometry is totally different down here. Is that because the symmetry messed it up, or no? There's different geometry. That's interesting. It's always something weird, and you don't check. Something weird always happens. Okay, that's fine. It's on this side as well. I think I'm just gonna symmetrize everything, which is what it should be. I don't really understand how that even happened. Well, it probably had something to do with the what would you call it? Proportional editing. So let's do, let's turn this off, and let's just desymmetrize real quick. From plus C to minus C. Okay, that should make the top and bottom the same. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, there's a pit in there too. Yeah, it's on all the sides. Okay, so let's do Z and Y again. And C. Is it flat though, or is it dipping in? No, it's dipping in, it looks like. So I want to make that flat for sure. Yeah, that's better. Not that that's like a huge problem. It's in sort of like a weird place nobody's gonna see anyway. But I just wanna clean it up. A little bit. This one's not so bad. The same on all of these. No, there's always a weird thing. I don't understand that. It should be symmetrical. The Blender's weird. Oh, that's because this one's weird at the beginning. So let me just fix this one. Let's see what's going on here. As this corner got pulled up for some reason. Maybe I selected the wrong vertice somehow. Not sure. That makes sense. That looks fine. So that should have applied that everywhere. See, it's just different over here too. Yeah. That one's okay. That one's not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The symmetry's being weird or something. It's just fix that real quick without symmetry on, because it's acting up. It's acting a fool. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. So now I'm gonna try to double these again and see if that looks better. It's less obnoxiously bad. Now, or at least it should be. Let's see. That one. And then, should I just not bevel this part? Let's see what happens. No, that's fine. It's just that's a pretty clean loop, so it should be okay. Let me apply scale, and then I'll probably or bevel. Just guessing that's probably, yeah, something like that. And then let's go ahead and grab these inside parts one by one. So I want to make them nice and sharp. So I'm going to reinforce those. That's weird. Grab that as a loop. Why wouldn't that be a loop? This should be a loop, yeah. And then it stops here. It's interesting. The geometry. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's because of that loop. Other loop is kind of interfering with it, I guess. Who knows? Blender's weird sometimes. But it's also great. Let's grab that. I need to get rid of this floor plane that's so in my way right now. Oops. Grab that. Now for these middle intersections, I wonder, should I grab them? I should probably grab all that too, yeah. Because then it'll make one even outside loop, and that's probably ideal. Oops, didn't grab this one. So I'm gonna grab all those pieces too. And then I'll just reinforce this shape. What? I didn't grab these. Okay, there we go. Got that. Got that. Got that, got that, got that. I remember when I was a kid, there were like, I guess it was just before everyone knew that there were like almost like standardized names for things, like HP was health and, you know, health pickups and stuff like that. I remember my sister and I would always give random names to the different kinds of pickups depending on what they looked like. Like in Zelda Ocarina of Time, we would call the health pickups blood because it was shaped like a heart, you know, and like had hearts, and your pickups would be hearts too, so we'd say, oh, there's blood over there, get blood. It sounds so weird when you think about it, like if you hear it out of context. I always think that's funny. And like I remember some people would call extra lives was it one man's or something, or a new man? And I always thought that was the weirdest thing. I was like, it's a life, it's not a new man. It's I don't know. It's funny how you come up with different terms for things before everyone knows that there's like certain standard names. Yeah, that blood thing. I'll never not think that's funny. It sounded like we were playing like some crazy vampire game or something. Or maybe just Grand Theft Auto. Okay, I think I got all the edges that I'm looking for. Let me see if I inset those. Is it gonna make a mess? No, that looks pretty good. Okay. So yeah, let's just inset that a little bit to give that a nice sharp edge there. That looks better already. And we're moving along. So, in a perfect world, this would be a loop. Ah, it's not. It's two. It's three different loops. So that's annoying. Oh, but I can inset it. That'll work. So let me just grab that and do that, and that'll work better. So I'm gonna inset that right there, and that should give us a nice sharp edge. Okay, cool. In fact, oops, let me do these all simultaneously so that they're all kind of the same width. The inset is all the same width, and that should be good. Okay. That first inset, I'll probably use another inset to create some detail. Looking at this thing and trying to look at my, let me pull up my reference while I'm looking at it so that you guys have something to look at. So if I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this, it's kind of plain looking. It's not really a lot to interpret there, but I want to give it some of this kind of vibes. So I'm going to try to do something like this. And if I'm insetting, that would be one way to get some. I could just add more ridges and just create a ridge of insets. Like that would be kind of interesting. And this has curving, a dip that curves with the thing. There's lots of different, like, that could be interesting. A shape like that. Something that kind of bubbles out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of, this is such a small item. I didn't bother like designing beforehand. I'm just kind of redesigning on the fly. So that's kind of fun. It's also kind of scary. But hopefully it turns out well. So I'm going to deal with these separately because I don't think if I do the same thing with this piece it's going to come out good. So I think first I'm going to create a ridge, and then I'm going to try to create a series of ridges to create that ribbed sort of look, probably. That'll kind of give it a sense that you could like, it could almost be like grippy, like to pick it up on the sides, and that would sort of make sense mechanically as well as just like it would look cool, and it would look kind of like that 80s kind of stuff that I'm referencing. So let's do that, and then let's drop this. Create that first ridge. And extrude that back out. Make sure that's pretty flush. And yeah, that'll probably be a good start. And then we'll pull that in again. Quite a bit. Oh, but see, we're running into this problem. So maybe. Okay, I know what to do. Let's do this. Trying to think, how can I, how can I make it so that that's not going to be an issue? It's already an issue because it's changing. I can't just select that edge because it's going to change the shape. What I could do is get rid of some of this geometry, but then that's probably not ideal either. I could move the geometry to match. Yeah, that's probably what I'll have to do. Let's just move these in a little bit. Probably something like that. And let's just symmetrize that. Yeah, let's do both. Let's symmetrize. More symmetrical, the better. Is that plus y or minus y? Yeah, plus y. Okay, that should do. And then, yeah, so then what I can do, actually what I should have done, okay, well, let's see how this goes. So now if I inset these faces, it should come right about. Okay, so I need to move this a little bit more. Move a couple things a little bit more to even them out. And then we'll be able to continue that loop for a little while. Or a series of loops for a little while to create those ridges. Alternatively, you could just texture them in later. It's probably a better idea. But this will work. Should anyway. Should be fine. Tries again. Okay. Should be good. Do one. It's got all screwed up. So that's not great. Let's do this a little differently. Let's take this that's still working, and let's just see. I don't understand. Why isn't it just shrinking the whole thing? It's very annoying. So I guess I'll have to just grab this edge now in order for that to work. It's not perfectly aligned though, so okay, if I'm gonna do it like that, I gotta perfectly align it, or not like literally perfectly, but I gotta get it much more in line with this edge, at least. good. So now if I grab this, I can do the same thing and continue. I gotta do this first then, so I know how big the bridge is gonna be. So let's do that. Okay. And then we'll inset that. Oh wait. Let's create a guide. Keep that sharp. Good. And now we can grab this. Oops. Oh, what I should have done is, yeah, I should have grabbed these. My bad. And then insert them all. So let's do that. Yeah, that's, I'm liking how that's gonna look based on what I'm seeing. So let's keep that going. And then set again. Pull that down a little. Go full inset there. Bring that in. Back out. That back up. Okay. I probably should have doubled the bottom part, but I don't think I'll see it much anyway. It's probably fine. Added an extra edge there to kind of reinforce. And then probably we'll just do something with these, like or maybe even something like this. scrap the end here. And then I will pull that in. And let's extrude that. Is that what I want to do there? I think so. Or do I want it to push in? Yeah, let's make it push in so it's still flush. That makes more sense. And I want to make this rounded. So I'm just going to pull these. This. Something like that. Oh, wait, why is it like that? Okay. Let me hold off for a second. I might have to wait until I subdivide to do that and get away with it. I wonder if maybe it would be better just to have it like that. That actually looks kind of interesting. Let's see. So for this part, now if I look at this reference again, the center is this big glass looking piece. The thing that I forgot about here is that this is extruded still, isn't it? So that might look kind of weird without any kind of oh, yeah, I know what to do actually. Same kind of deal. I'm just gonna create a nice little what would you call that? Frame for that to exist in, and that should work just fine. Yep. I'm gonna do that by could just do this and then I'll shrink it. Yeah. Well, let's do this first then. Not quite like that. Let's give it a slight bevel. Very slight one. And then I'll inset that. Yeah, that should be good. While I'm at it, let me assign its own texture. Okay. Just because that'll be hard to get a hold of. Hello, Oreo. What's up? Doing some 3D modeling. Hope you're doing well. I have to remember to check the chat. I don't know how long your message was there. Hopefully you weren't waiting too long. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll be good. In fact, I wish I had actually, let me do that. Because I'm wishing that, oh no, no, no. Yeah, I already put the material in. Let's just leave it. And then, I think it's fine. Okay, so now, that's looking pretty good. And I'm gonna make that part transparent. So that's where this becomes kind of tricky. Because if I make that transparent, that means the inside I'll have to kind of figure out what's going on with those parts. Like they should almost be a separate piece. That might solve that problem. And just close them on the inside. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that actually. I gotta think about that. Could solve it with a clever texture or something. Am I gonna add detail to these? I'm trying to think. And if I did, what would it be? I think I want to give it ridges going across this way. They kind of look good clean though, because that looks like a nice contrast to this that has all the ridges, and they kind of create ridges themselves. So I could just leave them clean. Might be better even, or just give them each one inset. That could also work. I don't mind them clean though. They kind of look sharp that way. This is why you design things before you get into 3D, usually. But such a small thing, I decided to just jump in. Let's give this a reinforcement, because that looks weird. Okay, that's better. And then this one needs one too. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not that sharp on that one. Let's leave a little roundness there. Alright, maybe I'll just try it, and if I don't like it, I can always get rid of it. Let me try to add some detail to these. Or do I want that to go? Probably all the way. There. Oops. It's just this one. On those edges. Okay, I think that's gonna give me what I want there. Let's bevel that. Create some little. What's going on? Oh, it's because that shape there. Create some ridges. Let's see if I like that. Let's make it a little. Something like that. And then, yeah, I definitely, almost certainly don't want to pull them in. I don't think I would like that for that. Oh, maybe. But I was thinking more like, ooh, but it's real messy. I would have to, okay, let's do it like this. Just to get an idea. Ooh, that is kind of interesting. Then I would have to continue that here. It feels weird to have it stop. Well, not necessarily. That does look cool though. I even like how it kind of rounds out, which I wasn't planning on. Let's see how it looks if it doesn't round out. Let's see. I add an extra edge there to prevent that. It's more sharp. It needs a reinforcer on all those though, because it looks weird. It still looks round, even though it shouldn't be. I don't hate that. Thought I wouldn't like it, but I think it does kind of add something to it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's and then let's kind of clean it up just by pulling them in individually. That's not really working. I hate it when it doesn't. I don't know. I guess I can alt extrude along normals. Oh yeah, that's better. That doesn't have the same effect though. Oh, because I already did that. Okay. They're a little bit, yeah, it's almost like I actually don't want all that selected. Let me see if I get rid of that, most of that. No, let me do it this way. Something like this. Yeah, that looks good. Let's try that again. Let's see if it'll. If I just inset it, will it look better now? Oh yeah. It doesn't get all weird now. but it's also not. Oh yeah, that looks about right. I wonder. Make sure that stays the way that it actually is, or that it actually looks. Like beveling those edges would be pretty cool if it worked. Oops. Wider than that though. I looked much wider, which was cool. Can't do that though. It's gonna create all kinds of havoc. Maybe just do it like this. And do this one separately. Work. Oh, I missed one. Let's try to keep that clean geometry. Maybe. Yeah, see, that's getting a little weird. How would I? That's fine. Just want it to look cool first. Clean it up. It's not, because I do need those pieces. Okay, let me grab those stupid little edges. It's so annoying. So tedious. I knew I was going to need them. It's going to create a weird effect here though. That's the thing. It's going to make like a weird triangle on a triangle kind of thing. Or something. I guess Oreo left. Or maybe he didn't, but he never responded when I said hi back. The chat's dead. at them all. I think so. Alright. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, that'll probably be better anyway. Makes more sense. Yeah, there we go. I dig that. That's fine. Cool. So let's symmetrize that vertically. What am I doing? Mesh. Symmetrize. Plus C to minus C. Looks good. No. Oh, I was upside down. I didn't realize. C to plus C. There we go. Now it's on both sides. Okay. Looks good. So since that's like that, I want to try to echo that with whatever I'm gonna do on this one. So let's try to do that. Maybe I'll try to, oops. Maybe I'll try to match these to that curve a little bit. It's probably not. Like it if I don't. Same with these, just not as much. Probably symmetrize that anyway. And then where's that part start? Okay, so I think I'm going to just grab that edge. Extrude it. Inset it. Maybe. That might be the way to go. Just do that a little differently so that it has a bevel there. It doesn't look quite so crazy. It still needs further reinforcement though. It looks too round, I think. Although it's not bad. Might be okay. Maybe I'll even add that same kind of bevel to this, or extrusion to this. That would change the silhouette a little. Lauren Himmel says, hello, I subbed to your channel. Hey Lauren Himmel, thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. Are you subbing because you want to see more progress on the MMXFPS, or do you just like 3D modeling and art stuff? Let me know. I'm always curious what people are most interested in seeing on the channel. Let's see, that's gonna do weird things now. Those images. Oh well, maybe I can probably fix it after or something. What's that look like? Ew, I don't like that. Let me try again. Make it a little smaller. No, something I don't like about that. I don't know. It's not doing it for me. I wonder if I put it in the middle, would that feel better? Oh, a little. Yeah, and then you get the repeating, the factor that it's repeating. Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe make it a little shorter. I don't think it needs to be quite that big. And then let's do like same as before. Same here. Is that good? And I'm probably not gonna subdivide this because it's gonna be it's just a little health pickup, so I don't think that I need to. It looks sort of it looks almost like reptilian or like an egg or something now. I kind of really like that. There's one other thing I want to try with this before I commit to this though. I wonder, can I do like a cross version of this? I'm gonna have to redo all that work because this is, I have a feeling my instinct is that this is gonna look stupid, but I still want to try it. Let me see. Sometimes you just gotta try shit. I think it will look dumb though. Dumber than the other way, but I wasn't totally satisfied with the other way either. Maybe a little shorter. I don't hate that. Thought I would hate it. I don't hate it. It's not necessary, but I do feel that it kind of works. I'm gonna leave it clean. I don't think I'm gonna do anything here. Or if anything, I'll just do like another little inset and that'll be that. I feel like I'm overcomplicating it. So let's just do guide and then yeah, that's fine. think that's better. See, now I want to subdivide it because this looks so janky. But again, it's going to be such a small, in scale of like the game when you're playing, it's going to be like this big. And there's going to be a lot of them potentially, so I don't think it, you know, probably fine. But, you know, I mean, we could subdivide it. Let me see. Let me see how it would even look if I subdivided it. It's not terrible. Definitely some stuff I would reinforce. Actually, it's kind of cool how it looks more organic now. Maybe I wouldn't even reinforce that much. I would probably, if anything, I would probably de-emphasize this corner. That's not bad though. That looks kind of cool. I'm surprised. I didn't think I'd like that. What are we at here then? 24,000 tries. I could bake it, but it's gonna look weird on this geometry to have those curves. It could work, and it's small enough that you wouldn't notice if you saw like from this angle or something. Yeah, I'll leave the modifier on. I don't know if I'll use it. It looks fine either way. It looks cool this way too. It's just more mechanical. Mechanical probably makes more sense. Not that Mega Man doesn't have organic shapes, he does, but somehow this reads more. This reads, it's fine, it would work for it, but this reads maybe a little better for that. I'm not sure. I think either one would work. They both look cool. Okay, so I think that's about it for the general shape of the thing. It's simple enough. So let's just mirror this on the x-axis finally. So let's symmetrize on, I think it's going to be minus to plus, no, plus to minus. There we go. Cool. Looking good. Don't hate it. I like it, in fact. And if we look at our reference here, that's a pretty good, you know, more detailed, more realistic analog of this thing, I think. Let me put always on top on this thing. There we go. Now I can move around. Yeah, so I think that's working pretty well for this. It definitely feels like it could be, you know, a more sophisticated version of this. Oh, it does have a little chunk in there too, so that would have been one thing I could have done maybe differently. Wonder if it's too late. If I had planned ahead, I could have done something like that easier. Now it's kind of questionable. Not that it can't be done. Maybe a Boolean or something. Let me see if I just wing it. What I can come up with. There's something like that that'll kind of help that read like that. I could even just extrude that shape and that would be kind of interesting, or inset it even. Let's see what happens. Oops. Yeah, I might do something like that. I don't think it's necessary, but it could. It does kind of help with that little reminiscence of that shape. Sorry guys, be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Sorry guys, just had to check out something real quick. I might try it without the arrow part. See if I like that better. It's kind of a tangent with it. It's getting a little janky there. I can fix that. It's okay. It's probably better. Right there. Yeah, that helps a bit, I guess. I would maybe wonder how easy it would be to just flatten that part out so it's not all beveled. But I guess it's fine either way. Maybe just that. And if I could merge network. Oops. Nope. I'd have to cut here and then leave those corners alone. This is kind of weird too. Let's inside that. It's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, I think I like it with it because it does look more like the picture. So I'm gonna keep that. Let's do. I think I will make this cut to clean this little shape here though. Do that real quick. Move this out of the way. Grab the knife. I just forget. I don't know why it's by default just X-ray through everything. It's so annoying. I don't know if there's a way to change that. If there is, I'd like to know. Oh wait, was there another piece there? Oh yeah, there was. So I could have just moved that. Or no, because then there still wouldn't have been a cut there. Yeah, okay. grab this. Wait, is there two here? Yeah, there is. So let's move that one to there. It's still doing it though. Oh, it's because it dips in. I see. So let's just. I know what must be done. This has to cut here, and then we could move these edges up as they need to be. Right there. And then we'll lose the triangles. Okay. They're still kind of there, but it's better. Side's still kind of bad. No, that's just. Oh, it's because of that. I see. It's because there's no other cut here. Okay. So, can I create a loop here? Yeah. Alright. Let's do that. And we'll connect it. That one. Let's do both. No, it doesn't. Because it leaves that artifact. I can stop it by getting rid of the extra edge. There. So let me just still do that, but let me get rid of the extra that I don't want. But it's doing it here too. So I'd rather just have the little triangle, honestly, than deal with all that. Yeah, that's fine. Just those little weird edges. Won't be that noticeable once I texture it anyway. Okay. So let's symmetrize all the ways that it needs to be. Yes, and then I'm digging it. It's cool. So what happens to this when I subdivide? Just kind of rounds out. Okay, that's fine. It's good. That goes in a little deep. That does look weird. Let me get rid of that. Cool. So that's starting to look good. Let's just yeah, I think the subdivision looks better now. Yeah. It's already 40,000 triangles. Let's do textures, just some quick ones to block those things in. It's gonna be a weird one. I think I already did this. Yeah, okay, so that's all the glass. At least that's separated. So this will be a metal. Let's do a render in my GPU. Let's turn this metal. Like that. And then, so I'm gonna create, I know what I need to do. I need to create an inside part that will make sense to give it that energy, like it's kind of a not just container, but like a containment of this energy source kind of thing. That'll look cool. I already can sort of picture that. It'll be like cylinders that go from either end of it, and then this part will just be whatchamacallit, glass, basically. Okay, and there'll be like the glowing emitty energy ball inside. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So let's do that real quick. So if I'm gonna create that inner structure, one thing is I would like it to, okay, yeah, so that'll be an easy way. Let me separate these into different pieces. Let me make this a separate piece. Okay, so now we have two different objects, so I can hide this glass for a minute. Let me label this. This will be, oh, oops. No, I have caps lock on, yeah. Okay. So that'll be metal, that'll be glass. Hide that for a sec. And I will work on making this make sense. Overlaps, yeah, okay. Let's just make this a closure. Doesn't have to match it, it just has to be a closure, because you can imagine that there would be like other electronics inside or something. So let's create a face. And a little problem with that overlapping, but I can fix that. That's fine, I'm not worried about that right now. Actually, yeah, let me just get it out of the way real quick. And do I need to really move that part? I guess I should, yeah. Let's avoid that then. Let's just extrude this. Wait, where am I at here? Is that the innermost edge? Where that lip goes over like that? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Is just make sure that that comes over, doesn't overlap this. Yeah, just like that basically. And then I'll pull this back here. A little bit. And in order to join it, maybe have to create a cut across there. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay, so let me do that real quick. Why is it doing that? It won't cut on the line. That's strange. Maybe I can cut over here and just get to the slide over. Why is it being weird? What the hell? Okay, whatever. I'll just, that's fine. In fact, I can probably create another loop, right? No, it won't even loop. That's super strange. Okay. That's a good start. Let's bring it across, I think. Oh, first I have to probably symmetrize it. Like that, and then I should have everything that I need to bridge some edge loop here. Okay. Oops. And let me kind of use two vertices. Only one here, right? Yeah. Pretty good. Should be connected now. Now, if I want to shrink it in a little, I can. I don't think necessarily need to. Although, yeah, it might be nice if these kind of match more, because they're kind of just in a weird space. Let's do like this. Yeah, just so that kind of moves to match that a little bit. That's better. Okay, and then now. Oh yeah, I'll close this too. That's weird how it did that. Oh, I see. It's because there's a... Yeah, there's an extra thing there. Okay, and let's do... I should probably continue that through as well. Okay. Let's symmetrize Z. Minus plus, of course. Cool. Now, let's do that same thing. Long X. Cool. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got the glass cover. And now I'm just gonna build, so this is like the housing and the glass cover, and inside I'm gonna build this little what would you call, like this little functional mechanism that is going to kind of hold the energy ball in place, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to use cylinders for that, I think, mostly. And I think that'll look pretty cool. Is that like from Akira I'm thinking of? Something with like, it's kind of something similar, and it has like a cylindrical shape for sure, like pillaring cylinders that kind of end in like this energy thing. I bet there's probably a lot of things that look like that, but I think it's something from Akira in my head. Thinking of, it's kind of giving me that idea. start insetting and extruding. Yeah, I gotta leave room for the ball though. So I want it to be, I know it'll do, wait, a little more stocky. Okay, and then let's do more insetting. Probably just leave it something like that, more or less. I'll probably add some little funky what would you call it? Details, just by adding some little bevels on parts of these, just kind of like what I did to the outside of the shell. Same kind of idea. Maybe add a loop there. And then you can do something like, I think I have to shade this way. So let's go with that in mind. Okay, it's starting to look right. And I want to add like something like this with both of those. I have to reinforce that, so that's kind of strange. Sorry, I'm zoning out a bit. I'm not even talking that much. But, that happens sometimes when I get into it. Okay, yeah, and then I think that center, I'll have the same kind of thing. But it's gonna end here, and then wrap this loop. And this will be another little indent, and I think that'll be good. Just like that. Okay, so that's starting to look pretty cool, I think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this thing's origin to set origin to cursor, and then now when I symmetrize it, it'll do what I want it to. So or will it? Did what I wanted it to on the y-axis. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's because it's not crossing over. Okay, so I'll just do that real quick. That's fine. There we go. So I'll take that one now, and then I have the same origin. Okay. And let's give him the same metal texture, I think. And I'll probably add some doodads on him as well, but for now I think it looks pretty decent. And I'm gonna add one more thing, which is a UV sphere. Let's do 16. 8. It's gonna be tiny, and then shade smooth. And this will be an emissive texture. That golden yellow kind of color. Let's make this the same color as well. Something like that. Okay, and then let's turn the glass back on. One thing I want to do is turn these off for a moment. Is I'd like to make the glass have a thickness. So let me do a solidify surface. I think it might make the refraction look really weird though. I'll see what happens. Solidify. So I'd say close to shape. And then let me apply. Oh. That's why. So if I apply that and go in, and it's on shade smooth, so that's why it's the way it is. What is the best way to do that? Should I just bevel the edges, I guess? I should have just selected one side and then mirrored and mirrored and mirrored. But I've already selected most of it, so whatever, it's fine. Sharpen. No, it doesn't sharpen it. Okay, so instead I will have to go back to the full. Uh-oh. Can't undo the sub. Damn. I don't have enough undos to get back to before it was subdivided. Okay, that's fine. I'll just select all the faces then. Damn, that's so annoying. Could have done that easier. It's still not like a big deal, I'm just complaining. So I'm trying to be efficient, and I'm not being efficient. Let's do this. Do this. 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 And this. And this. So that's everything. I guess oh my god, I could have just selected the edges and inverted it. I don't know, my brain's not working. But now I can inset them all. And just a very small inset, and that's the trick. Makes it nice and smooth. Not rounded on the edges anymore. Good stuff. Okay. So let's see how that looks now. I think that's pretty cool. I'll probably make that way brighter though. Where's my texture? Yeah, I'll probably make this much brighter. So it really lights up the inside and whatever's around it. Bring that floor plane back so I can check that. Ooh, I don't like that. So you get weird things sometimes with it's refracting through so many panes of glass. It's just not looking right. But let's, yeah, I wonder, should I make the glass a little more... I guess the right thing would have been to just not make it solid, right? So, should I just delete all those faces? I guess I should. Try that. Let's see if that fixes the problem, or if there's a different solution. I'll have to select all these manually again. Or will I? Wait, is there a better way? No, there's not. Just do it. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Did I get all of those? Yep. Okay, I think that's good. Get to... And then let's try render preview again. Yeah, that's better. So it's not doing that weird. Oh, but now it's like compressing it. That's that's interesting. Okay, well, not that that's necessarily bad. It wasn't what I was going for though. So maybe I will just cheat it a little by, or I could actually just shrink the height a little bit. And in fact, it'd probably, well, I almost feel like I want to give the outside a little emissive glow. I don't know if that would work right or look right, but let me see. Just curiosity. What if I did that? Yeah, maybe it could be animated to like flicker or something. Just give it an outline. Yeah, I'm really loving that. But let's see how it looks in the dark. Curiosity. Just to get a sense of how bright that actually is. So if that was on the ground. Yeah, I'd maybe give that a little more brightness even. No, I think what it actually needs is the glass needs a little translucency, and it's not really doing that right now. So I'm going to add a translucent shader and see. I guess I could try subsurface. No, I didn't think it would. Translucent. And let's make it kind of the same color. Actually, I'm gonna have to mix RGB. Mix color. Then let's do. Yeah, that's cool. Could animate that. Maybe just have it like that normally. Yeah, that looks good. Let's bring the light back. Let's just make it like a little dark, not like completely dark. Looking. Yeah, something like Yeah, I think that's looking cool. Be nice if it had like kind of a bloom to it, but I think in Unreal, like I'll be able to do that. It's just not something Cycles will do. I think Eevee will do it. I know it will, but yeah, the test looking good. Hey, what's up, Darth Eileen? Just saw your message. I don't know how long that's been there. I was kind of zoned in. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Working on this little health pickup for the Mega Man game. Remember these? Yeah, this one. Those little doodads. So I'm kind of trying to interpret it and make it look cool. I think it's coming along. I think it needs a little, like I think I'm gonna darken these inner parts, and that's kind of what's going on here too. So that'll be like maybe black, like gunmetal or something, and then that should be about it. I think it'll be pretty much good to go. It's almost cool there. See how that looks like the material preview actually. Oh yeah, I should just mirror it. I don't need to keep forgetting to do that. Okay. Instead of selecting everything manually. Grab those. And I guess that's just in it. Yeah, I'll get this part. Oops, I forgot I already made a material. Copy that one, paste it. We'll just make this like a much darker metal. Maybe not quite that dark. Yeah, something like that. Looking pretty good. Let's mirror those parts so that they're all dark now. Symmetrize. Plus y to minus y. And is that enough? I think the Z should be good. Yeah, that looks good. Looks like I got it everywhere. Cool. Not too shabby. I think what I will wind up doing, because I feel like in order to make this nice and visible, I would like to have the metal parts giving off more of a glow as well or something. So I think what I'll do is I'll add some light strip kind of things, like maybe, or maybe just some little point lights, like there's a little light here that's like a little green dot that what's the word? I was gonna say beeps. That just like flickers on and off. Something like that, just to give it more light on the and more visibility on the metal parts. Because the metal parts, depending on, that's the problem with like translating 2D to 3D. Like, this works great in 2D, but when you look at it here, it looks great. It's like, oh yeah, I can see it's very lit up and all that. But if you were in 3D and you were walking around and it was on the floor and you just saw this, that's not as visible. You still probably know what it is, but to make it more visible, maybe add some little other lights on here or something. Or you can make it spin. There's ways, but yeah, it's definitely, that's always an interesting thing to see the difference and how that might not work as well for gameplay necessarily. But for now, I think that's pretty good. Is there anything else I want to do on this right away? I think, let me look and see if I was gonna add lights. Where would I add them? Maybe add them, like, add one right here, like some little rectangular strips. Yeah, like, and probably just the same color. So I could do something like I just use this geometry. Probably maybe even the center. Just do just give that the same emissive texture as that other part. I gotta sharpen that. Right down at the edge. Like that. Should be good. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that helps. It's definitely adding to the visibility when it's turned like this or something. Probably add some more. Maybe even like one right here in the centerpiece. And then maybe in the middle here, since that feels like kind of a good place for it. That'll probably do it, I imagine. Let's try to do the center one here. Oops, did I just inset something? What do I have to do? Let's go there. And let's do this inset. I kind of just want it to be like this. Smaller. But not that small. There's no easy way to... Actually, I could just slide it. Manually, that'll probably work. Is that creating any weirdness? No, it looks fine. And then, there we go. And let's see how that looks. On this side. Okay. Yes, that's definitely going to help with that problem of when you see it from this side, making sure it's still visible if someone happens to see it from that side. And then I will one more right here probably in some fashion. Maybe I'll just make this a glowy panel like that. Yeah, that feels good. It almost feels like it's coming through like that. I think that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and symmetrize that top to bottom, left to right. Cool. Not bad. It's almost a little too much now. Maybe I need like a little less. Like maybe you don't need these two, maybe you just need this one and this one. Not that it's bad, it's just like I think it's fine. Well, it's kind of Metroid-y actually. That's what I'm picking up on, I think. Kind of like that. Again. Yeah, so that at least adds to the visibility when you see it from the side. If you were to see it from the sides. If it was on the ground, it's helpful. It'd be easier to know what it is. You can also add like I think a general kind of a glow in Unreal Engine later. All that kind of good stuff. Or even an outline, you know, just to add to the visibility. But it's good to design the object with visibility in mind, I think. If it's got to be a visible health pickup kind of thing that stands out a bit. So I think I've accomplished that, and it looks cool. And let me bring the sun back to the sky. Yeah, and even in daylight, it kind of blends in with the floor right now, but the floor won't be like that in the game, so that's fine. But even in daylight, that's still pretty good. Definitely looks cooler when it's a little darker though, which will work well for the intro stage, because the intro stage is like a nighttime scene. It's just lit up by, you know, the city lights. So I think this will go well with that. It should work pretty good. Alrighty. So that came out pretty cool. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Let's see it with the subdivision on again. Just out of curiosity. The outside part. Yeah, I still do think it looks cooler with the subdivision. Because it just gets more organic looking. Which is nice. But it's a lot of triangles. Try to bake it or something maybe. Alrighty, well, it was fun. First stream back. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Those of you, if anyone's still here. And those of you who were here, thanks for tuning in. This will be saved, as always. I upload the streams afterwards, so people can always check it out. If you haven't checked out the Patreon, check it out. The Patreon's up and running. There's some good stuff there. I'm going to be uploading 3D assets soon. There's already prints on there and other stuff. So check it out. I'm going to make sure to make that as worth everybody's while as possible. And I'm grateful to the people who are already on the Discord. Feel free to join the Discord if you're not already on the Discord. And it was fun. I'll see you guys. I'm going to do at least one stream a week, but I might do more. It just depends what I have time for. I should probably be able to do more most weeks. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.